Crypto is a report card on how the country's doing, the stewardship of the country. And crypto prices going higher have broadly been, you guys are debasing the currency and therefore we want somewhere to store our money. If we go from 100,000 to 1 million in the next 5 months, something really bad happened. And really bad happens, people lose their lives, people lose their livelihoods.
First, there was a flash crash in early October. And that, for Bitcoin itself, it was a 14% move down over 2 days. Maybe not that drastic, but some of the altcoins really got sold much harder. And after this flash crash, we saw that the flows into the Bitcoin ETFs and so forth really changed. So the flows really never recovered, and so
crypto is the opt-out. Crypto is the exit. Crypto is the solution. And so, yes, the markets go up and yes, the markets go down. But there's some directionality to that. The long term, we win. There's 550 million people in the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and there's going to be 1 billion by 2030.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box, provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Basak. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told told his members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten, and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto, of course, with another big pullback yesterday. Right now, we're flat. And in the stock market, we're getting another pullback. And remember, guys, crypto will normally lead the way for stocks, letting us know which direction that we're going. If you're part of the stock patrons, you know in the newsletters, I told you which way the market was going. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now we have an outage at Cloudflare, pulls down a lot of these websites. Guys, at first we had AWS, now we have Cloudflare, and we see how connected the internet is when it comes to these cloud providers. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates are pulling back. We have the dollar right now down. So that means that we should get a little bit relief going into the second half of this day when it comes to stocks and cryptos. if yield rates continue to move lower. Now we have volume in crypto up. We have Tether and USDC, and then we have the Fed. Repo at $3 billion yesterday. Make sure you pull it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Treasury is working in the background in order to manipulate that long end of that yield curve. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates higher for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have the Fed's Waller says that the Fed should cut rates next month. And we see how the Fed cut rates last month, and the stock market took a big hit. Of course, the government takes off that distraction, but we were going to be pulling back anyway because you can see the bond market had already priced in that rate cut. Plus, we have trillions of dollars that have to be refinanced by year end. So there's a lot of moving pieces behind the curtain that we don't see. And remember, we're going to have another $9 trillion that we have to refinance also next year. At the same time, the NWO is going to start building this new digital economy. Now, we do have the Fed is going to start stepping in on December 1st as these mortgage-backed securities roll off. They're going to be buying the front end of this yield curve, which is going to give us a temporary pump. And another thing to keep your eye on is this lending facility. We're going to see how long they keep this repo around. Because remember, this repo was put here due to emergency liquidity issues. Because the Fed is going to buy this front end, we're going to see if they keep this repo also in place in order to maintain that long end of the yield curve. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin spot ETFs right now pulling back. Ethereum spot ETFs are slightly up as I'm doing this video. Now getting over into a little crypto news. We have Deutsche Börse to add Social General Mika stablecoins to core market systems. And the move brings regulated euro and dollar stablecoins into Deutsche Börse's settlement and collateral tools. And this gives banks and other market participants a way to settle trades with tokenized cash inside a regulated framework. So we clearly see Europe is building, also leading the way with tokenization due to actual regulatory framework. And in the United States, we know it's definitely coming, but we're behind on purpose. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have MasterCard picks Polygon to bring verified usernames to self-custody wallets. And this is just another step in order to move this industry seamless for the masses to use, especially the millennials and Gen Z. They're already taking the phones, tapping it, keeping it moving, already using different types of usernames to make payments, especially with Cash App. So they'll never know that they're using crypto. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. It'll just be another digital payment to them. And then lastly, we have Tether invest in London to expand Bitcoin-backed lending amid surging demand. And we know Tether is making billions each quarter, one of the most profitable companies, and it's all based on fees, just a bank. And we know the central banks have their hands all over Tether. But loans are a big piece of the economy, also will be a big piece of the crypto ecosystem, and it's all about fees. And anytime the market is making a big move up or a big move down, and you don't want to touch that asset, but you want liquidity, smart money is going to get that loan. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.